if she starts relaxing too much, then we tape her in this position, and that's really awkward to run like that. Okay? So try and keep her, but if she's pulling back so hard, then she's actually defeating. So we just want to kind of be in this middle position. This is a really good way to keep them in neutral. You just lean on their foot a little bit, so then they can relax some, and I can keep it where I want it to be. All right? So first thing you're going to do, this one, you'd spray down heel and lace pads, okay? And then we're going to pre-wrap. You start your pre-wrap down here on the foot. You can start it here, you can start it here, it doesn't matter. Remember, pre-wrap has no structural quality to it whatsoever. We're just trying to protect the skin. Okay, so this is just a single or maybe a little more than a single layer of pre-wrap. You need to pre-wrap the entire foot, including the heel. Okay? Because you don't know where your tape's going to end. When we finish this, the heel can be open, but when we're initially taping, we want to make sure that it's all covered. We want to bring it up to the base, about the base of the gastroc. So if she points her toes, you can see where her gastroc is. She's got a nice high gastroc, soleus comes down. So we're about here. Rule of thumb, never any less than half a width. So if you got somebody who's taller, you can go higher. If you got somebody who's really short, about that much.
Never half a what? Above the malleolus? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so at least the hand width, but never less. Okay. So then we're just going to start taping. This is an easy one to remember if you can just remember twos. Everything in this tape job is done in twos. Okay. So first, we're going to put down 2 anchor strips.
Can you just go around it twice? Or do you
No, I want you tearing it so that you know that you've got 2. Okay. Then you're going to do 2 stirrups. The stirrups are not in your thing. This is the step that got left off. Okay, so stirrups. They go medial to lateral over the malleolus. Okay, so we're going to start on our anchors. Come down over the malleolus, under the calcaneus, back up over the malleolus to the anchor. Okay, you're going to do 2 of those. Overlap by about half. Half to 2/3, something like that. Okay? Then I'm going to just tie these down so that they don't fly away on me. Right? You see how I'm spreading this?
Yep.
Okay? I don't want to see you going right around the same spot over and over again. It's tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Okay, so spread these out. The next one, see why I don't like little ends? Slows you down. And then you're going to do 2 heel locks on each side. Okay? This is the trickiest part. This is one that everybody has a hard time with. You're going to start above the malleolus on an angle, around the back of the heel, okay, under the foot, back somewhere in the vicinity of where you started. Doesn't have to hit the same spot. Don't force your tape. If you force the tape around, you get giant wrinkles. And we're going to do one on the other side. Up and around, tear it off. And we're going to do a second one. Again, spread your tape just a little bit. You can still follow your same angle. Just be off your tape a little. And around.
Now I've seen people do that during the figure 8.
For you guys, you're going to do it like this. When I show you how to do it quick,
During the figure 8.
it's during the figure. This is how you guys will tape though. Every time you'll always tear. Okay? Then we're going to do 2 figure 8s. Starting on the bottom of the foot. You're going to come up. The way that I do it is I like to keep an even pressure. Okay? I set this side down. I set this side down. Keeps it even. Steve will teach you to alternate. If you have good pressure and it's even, you don't need to alternate it. If you have a tendency to pull real hard on one side, not the other, then you'll want to switch it. But it's just 2 figure 8s. Pull out like a foot. Okay? You're going to set it down. And you'll be able to see your angle. This is the advantage of doing it this way. You'll know right off the bat whether it's going to work. If your angle's off, like if I'm too square, let's say I decide to do it like this, I know there's no way that's going to become a figure eight, right? So if that's the case, then I can reset it, find the right place, okay? And we're just going to clean it up. You're almost always going to have a hole here. You're almost always going to have a hole here. So you want to make sure there's no holes, because holes create blisters. So I like to catch the one on that side, and that worked out just nice. What I don't want to see is this. Okay? Because the second she puts her sock on, that's going to roll up and fall. The longer the strip, the better. Okay? So again, we're going to come up and around, or this one we're just going to go side to side. These aren't really structural. They're just trying to prevent blisters. Okay? And then, this is the important part. When she's on ESPN tonight, and it looks like this, everybody in the country is going to go, what dill we'd put that thing on, right? We don't want that. So we want to look good on ESPN, right? So we're going to just cover this up so no one knows how crappy a tape job you really put underneath it. Now she can go be on ESPN and we're good to go.
I've seen people do stirrups around the back. What is that purpose?
These horseshoes?
Horseshoes.
There's so many different styles.